the temple might. Wait, that didn't rhyme. That didn't rhyme.
Hey guys, you ready? Because we are back.
Yeah.
Yep, we are back.
So I just rolled a nat 20 on your try to kill me spell.
We're in the Black Pyramid, the Temple of Set. Everybody dropped but Stubborn, because, well, he's stubborn. But
God damn it.
But on his turn, he blew the horn, and these Shadow Lashers spring at him. So as they like
bring it,
as they go zipping by you, Jason. Here we go on the Lashers. So I'm gonna do all four here.
Oh no, they're super lashers.
They all missed.
And they all missed. And they're super lashers. That's great.
And they get hurt.
So they all take 3 points of shredded metal damage.
Yep. So yeah, so they all get sliced up as they go kind of, zipping by you.
Yep.
Here come the two archers. So it's 24 to 15. Does the 24 hit?
The 24 does hit, sir. I've got 23 AC.
Okay, so 14 damage.
Didn't we just determine that's how many?
Okay, and then roll the damage on the other guy because the arrow reflects back at him.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, so he takes 13. Oh, and he's really hurt. So
okay,
this guy kind of staggers, but you're gonna have to, I guess, Duranium Signet.
Yeah, are these magic arrows? Are they all equipped with magical arrows, or these standard arrows?
These guys have magic bows here in the Temple of Set.
Mark fails me again. Then all right. So I'll absorb 3, which will put me down to 1 hit point.
Okay, and then I think Jason, I think realistically, I think these husks move in, and the way these things work, like their little mouths like open and close, like.
Well, I'm up on the ledge. I mean, how high is that? Because there's stairs and stuff.
That's true.
But the way they kind of work is they just have to get close, and they kind of suck or drain the life out of you, kind of like the Mentors almost, as those mouths are opening and closing.
Okay.
They use drain,
and
they stole my jam.
And for those 3 husks, Jason, you actually have to make saves versus the target.
Ouch.
Oh. What kind of saves?
That would be a con save.
Well, that's my kind of save. So.
Well, do it up.
So 3, right? I just got to make 3 saves in a row?
Yep.
It's just 3 saves in a row.
I mean, at target 18.
Yeah.
Is it easy the second time? I'm kidding.
Miss. Make. Miss.
All right. So here's the damage of some of your life.
Dude's got 1 HP.
Drops out of you, yeah. So
I only have 1 HP, so it doesn't actually matter.
So 10.
We're dead.
They took a heart.
So 10.
No, Hinar is up.
Oh, no, Hinar dropped. And
he's not sideways.
Kind of the last fleeting moment is
TPK.
Erasmus bursts into bits and is destroyed as the thing reconnects, and the warp shell.
Erasmus is still up. Erasmus is still up.
And the warp shell, in pain and anguish, comes crashing through this portal. The last look as you see Set in triumph, and then in that moment, the world goes completely white.
What?
What the?
Where are we?
Oh, Black Lake.
In
the Black Ocean.
The first person to come to is Hinar. And Hinar, when you open your eyes from this vast whiteness, you're suddenly very warm and very wet, and you are bobbing in the Black Lake. And in that moment, as you are kind of getting your bearings, you look up and you hear this screaming. And Jaren, if you would, Matt, will you please make a Jaren scream for me, please?
Ah!
You see Jaren plummeting head first, straight down towards the liquid. And I'm just going to tell you right here, Joe, if you fail this save, Jaren is done. Like, he will not be part of the final fight. Like, his timeline ends here because we never did wrap up how he survived the fall into this water. So,
It's a critical moment.
so
Just
you,
like Chrono Trigger.
so
Oh my
you've
god,
gotta
they're filling in the timeline.
like you see Jaren plummeting straight towards that surface, and you know he's going to hit like concrete.
One roll.
Oh,
What kind of
save
roll?
am I making?
What's that?
What save?
Well, you could be creative. I mean, you could use hand to Uden, like
That's
how-
what I. Well, a save. I was thinking a D20 roll because my instinct was to cast Hand of Uden.
Yep. Then do it up. Do it up.
Oh my god!
Target is 12.
One roll, one character.
Whoa!
No, my friend. I've got you, friend.
Yeah. So Jaren hits the hand of Uden. Yep. He's still unconscious as he like splashes down beside you, and he's just kind of there, like in the water next to you. And suddenly, Hanar, as you look around, you see yourself falling straight down towards the surface.
what?
We've. Oh no, we're gonna cause a paradox. We gotta get out of here.
And then Jaren, as you come to, you suddenly find yourself in the spider cave, and you see yourself getting wrapped up by that spider.
Oh, no, not again. Not again. You there! Fresh meat this way!
And that spider hears you and turns, and it kind of
I'm gonna draw my scythe and say, no, bring me the big one.
skitters towards you. Jaren, are you gonna make a move?
I'm gonna wait for it to get. I'm gonna wait for it to get close, fight defensively, and just slash it when it gets closer to me.
Okay, yeah. So it comes running at you as you kind of yell at it.
All right.
So what will you do, Jaren?
I'm gonna slash it with its own foot. Oh no!
Oh yeah. So you miss, and do not take a chunk out of it.
Okay, bummer.
Anaximon.
So cool.
This moment.
So freaking cool.
Damn you, Alex, you fucking insidious genius.
Anaximon, you come to and you see yourself as you kind of set the timer on this crystal, and then you disappear into the portal. And you know there are 3 rounds until Innsmouth is destroyed. But then suddenly, Anaximon, you almost get ported again, and you feel yourself being pulled upward through the earth, and you've got bits of sand and gravel. And suddenly you are dragged to the surface.
Oh.
Where you appear, and Anaximon, you are here inside the burning town of Innsmouth, as the entire town is aflame, and you know in 3 rounds this place will be a crater.
I know my action. I would like to use my ability to create and cast fire magic instantaneously.
Okay.
And I'd like to create a sort of a spell called Inferno Levitation. And it's where I can sort of ride the heat of a very large fire
Cool.
vertically like a parasailer.
Nice.
So I'm not sure quite how far, but it would be relative to the amount of heat coming off of the very large fire.
Nice.
So I call this, Inferno Levitation. And I want to rise up above Innsmouth and spread my arms out in total cosmic confusion like a motherfucking god of the end.
Nice. Do it.
Oh.
I really want to blunder this.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Oh. So I only get like 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to try to gloat over the death of Innsmouth. That's my goal.
Yep. And in that moment, Anaximon, you look up and you see this young girl wandering out of the one home.
What?
The one home that had smoke coming from it, going, "Please, is anyone here?
It's a trick.
Is there someone? Is there anyone?" And that's when everything's on fire. And that's when you see the flaming ghouls
Oh no!
emerging from all of the structures.
Huh?
There's only one choice.
And you know time is short.
Oh no!
In addition, Anaximon, you spy the lacquered box in the statue that was never taken.
I remember.
Oh.
God damn you.
And then, Mara, as you come to, you're in this moment where you see your allies, and they're all leaving. Like you see Mara loose an arrow and topple the snake man, and he drops off the ledge, and then Mara turns and hustles off after her comrades, and they all run north through the gate, abandoning these desert men, these malnourished, overworked desert men, to fight these snake men. And Mara, that's where you find yourself. What will you do?
I will say to myself, "Fools, not again." And I'll take a banana down this way and open fire on this sucker.
Nice. Do it up.
Oh, what?
Hey, welcome to the club, dude.
Oh, biggity.
Yikes.
That's just a warning shot, right?
God, man.
I wasn't right. I just shot the wall.
Yeah, so it whizzes by and does not hit that snake man. All right. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Stubborn.
What the fuck is this shit?
Son of a bitch.
God.
I love you so much.
Stubborn, you're someplace altogether different. And as you emerge, you hear the sound of dwarves. And in particular, there is this large one here, and he's like, "All right, lads, we've sealed the tunnel. Now all we've left to do is to bring it down on top of us and on top of them." And he's like, "In the meantime, who wants to get some snake blood on your axe?" And they're like, "Ah!" And they're
That is so tough.
and they're all kind of forming up there. And Stubborn, as you kind of hear that dwarf's voice, it's almost familiar to you. What will you do?
Holy shit, guys! I told Alex in an offline session that my dad had died in a tunnel collapse, and no one knew it. Like,
Damn, wow.
well, Stubborn knows exactly what's going on.
This is one for the books, you guys.
This is so
Oh my god!
He knows what's going on, and he looks good doing it.
Holy shit!
What are you gonna do, Jason?
I'm gonna leap over to my father, and I don't know. Oh gods!
And he's like,
And
"Dear gods, where did you come from?"
and I'm just gonna say, "Not this time!" And I'm gonna grab the dynamite off the ground, and then I'm gonna start leaping towards the snake men.
Ooh.
Can you leap into the middle of them?
Well, yeah, that's kind of the idea. I don't know how many turns or movement spaces I've got, but yeah, that's what I would do. I'd grab it, and then I'm gonna grab the dynamite, and I'm gonna leap into the heart of the
Okay,
Oh man.
Got it.
invasion here.
got it. So you're actually saying not this time?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Well, put your guy wherever you would leap.
Okay. So I picked up the dynamite, lit, and I'm leaping
Yep.
like right here next to this dinner coat dude.
Yeah, he just disappears.
Underneath my 40 segment.
Shit! What did you do?
Sea of snakes.
I don't even know if I can find you now. Like, where the hell did you go?
There's right here.
Yeah, let me bring you to the front.
There you
go. All right. So, yeah. So, in the moment that you say that, he kind of gets this weird look on his face, and he went, "Stubborn? Is that you? Is that you, Stubborn? But you've grown. Look at your beard. Look at your axe. Look at your armor.
No.
Lad, what are you doing here?"
Saving your sorry ass again! Ah!
All right.
Wonderful.
Crazy. All right. We're back to the Black Lake, where Jaren is bobbing in the water, and Hanar, you see yourself plummeting straight down towards the water.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to try and catch myself. I think also. Shit. Jaren's unconscious. Is he floating?
Yeah, he's floating.
Okay. All
I'll be
right.
fine.
As long as he's not sinking, I'm gonna try to catch myself. Hand of Uden again.
Oh,
Thanky.
nice.
Dinar.
So sure enough, again, like the magic isn't enough to completely stop the fall, and Hanar, you see your body crash into the surface of the lake, and you see your eye pop out, as well as I think you had another item that you lost as well, and both are bobbing just on the surface of the water.
Oh. This is peculiar. Can I grab them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, I'm gonna grab them. This is peculiar indeed.
Nice. So indeed, Hanar, as you grab your eye, and I forget what the other item was that you lost, the Elementine eye and the Librum Arcanum.
The Libro Arcanum.
Yeah, as you grab those two items, in that moment, Hanar, you start to fade out of existence, and you see the world start to go white again, and that brings us to Jaren.
Right, you right bastard.
Each of our individual timelines is at stake.
He's going to try again to slice this one open.
Nice.
Succeeds in hit. 6 damage.
Yeah, but on these little guys, 6 is enough, and it dies a kind of a screaming, kind of screeching death.
I'm
Will you
gonna
also?
run over and into my own unconscious body and kind of like tear open the web around my face so I don't suffocate. Like, come on. I
Nice.
need to wake up, me, you, other. Come on, wake up. I
Nice.
scream myself a little.
And Jaren, as you do, you notice at your feet that there's this sword, and it's the sword that you lost before, the one that you pulled out of the treasure pile in the ruins, and it is that glowing blade that you held before. There at your other Jaren's feet, it appears to have been dropped or discarded there.
I'm going to looking at my own scythe, looking at the spiders ahead, and knowing that there's a big one up here. But I know this is a quality weapon at this point. No, it's going to be different this time. I'm going to take the sword and kind of place it in past Jaren's hand and kind of like put rocks around him so like maybe the spiders won't get to him immediately. Because I know that my friends did find me when they finally came here.
Oh, nice! That's killer. So you're actually putting it on your past self.
Yes.
Oh, that's killer. Yeah. Freaking take a damn hero coin for that awesomeness.
He just Bill and Ted'd it.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Which means you
He
should
left
have it
himself
now.
the keys in the future.
And then he's gonna whistle. Spider Labs are on the menu tonight, boys. he's gonna yell at all these guys.
That's dope as hell. So those are closing in, and as they start to close in, Jaren, your vision starts to go white.
Nice. I mean, no, not nice, but bummer.
Anaximon.
That was cool.
We're
That was really
we're
cool, man.
sitting at a time or two here in Innsmouth, and you see this young girl, clearly disoriented, running out of her flaming structure, calling for help. As you see the flaming ghouls emerge from all these structures, clearly drawn by the sound of her voice. You see the Jaren skin split open. And of course, you see that lacquered box at the statue that was never claimed. What will you do?
Do what now? My skin split open?
No, I'm sorry, not Jared. Glocus skin. Sorry, I misspoke. Glocus skin split open. That where that thing burst out of him. It is lying there with all of Glocus gear.
Bummer.
The very clever, because you have tricked me into doing the thing that I never wanted to do. So I'm going to go out to the fountain.
Get you a Deathly Hollow.
This poor girl is less important to this particular timeline than the lives of the heroes that are going to be lost if we continue to follow what happens right after this. So I have to cast death on her.
Oh,
Oh, damn!
I have to save my brothers by ending all of the torment that after this moment, because if you see time as non-linear, you would understand what I have to do right now. So,
Dude, you're straight up Dr. Manhattan right now.
Yeah.
So
What's
she
going
has-
on? I'm all like, whoa.
If she has 1 heart or less, all I have to do is beat the target. If she has 3 hearts, I need to make a hard roll. Alex?
Oh no, she's 1 heart. She's a frail girl. And
So,
But why?
Anaximon, you are realizing what you have wrought by starting that chain reaction in this town.
Oh no.
yes. And in every timeline, the Reaper comes and the price is paid to preserve the lives of some and to sacrifice the lives of others. Beat it by 3.
Yeah.
So I would like to, unfortunately, lay her to rest.
Yeah, so
and to stop this.
so she
She basically.
she reaches you right as your magic takes effect, and you see her eyes go wide, and then she drops at your feet, the life extinguished from her.
And I think I'll have to remove my robes at that moment and sort of go back into my swarm mode and either consume her or go into the fountain.
Whew. Well, take a
Because
damn.
it's the destiny of this character. I mean, it's Creepers. The inspiration of my character was the movie Creepers, which is a gigantic pit of flesh-eating cockroaches and lightning bugs that obey the will of a little girl. And that idea is what led to the creation of my character Anaximon almost 5 months ago. And so I think at this moment, unfortunately, sacrificing my morality for what I see as the impact on the timelines, I think that my character would return to a swarm form and give up the illusion of humanity in this particular timeline and either breed in the water of the fountain or consume the body of the girl.
Okay.
And
Well-
it's a 50-50 chance.
Yep, you better 50-50 it.
So 1, 2, 3, the fountain. 4, 5, 6, I eat her, and the impact on the timelines has to be endured by my fellow players. Yes!
Thank God.
Okay, so my rampage ended, and I go into the fountain and hide in the water like a bunch of sea monkeys.
Nice. Awesome. Okay. All right. So you are.
There's an explosion about to happen, though, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. He is standing in the water. The flaming ghouls are closing in. Timer is sitting at 2, and that's going to bring us to Mara and the bow battle.
Oh, I didn't notice that bow before. I think what I'd like to do is... Yeah, I can reach the bow, I think. I mean, do I have to take fire from these guys? I'm definitely going to go for it. I'm going to make the run.
Yeah, make the run. Yeah,
Ready?
nice.
Dex check or something?
What, to make it past them?
Or no, they should roll against my armor if they want to hit me.
Yeah, well, they're not rolling against you. Mara.
Okay. Well,
They
they didn't even see. They were so distracted. Gotcha.
they loose arrows and drop two of these two of these desert people as you scoop up that bow.
Right.
And Mara, as it hits your hand, like it's not just a bow. It would probably be best described as the bow.
what? Imperious bow.
And you were just absolutely amazed at it. So, Mara, take +4 to your dex. And you now do crits on 17, 18, 19s, or 20s.
Whoa.
Ooh.
And you instantly immolate anything with 2 hearts or less.
And it was blue shit, too. Just a reminder. Those motherfuckers got melted in blue shit.
Yep, exactly. And this bow has a name. It's called Fury.
That's so cool. Is it? Oh my god.
And as your hand closes around it, oh, and by the way, your 13 plus, it has that reroll built in, so you don't need to take up a separate gear slot.
For speed quiver.
Yeah, that bow is called Fury, and as your hand clutches around it, the world starts to go white for you. Stubborn. You, sir, have chosen to jump into the middle of the snakemen with explosives with your dad pleading at you, like, Stubborn! What are you doing? Get back here! They're gonna rip you apart!
No, they won't. I want to set the diamond off.
You want to
What?
set the dynamite off?
What?
He can take it.
I'm
Yes.
gonna bring down. I mean, I'm in the middle of the swarm. I'm gonna bring this down instead of on my father and the rest of those dwarves. They can tunnel out of here. I'm gonna bring it down right here,
Yep. And so
down into the tunnel where they are at.
when he realizes your intention, Stubborn, he has this moment. He's like, "No, my boy! First the damn object in the deep, and then these creatures, and the ruin on our family! It's all because of this!" And he takes out this amazing looking shield, and he flings it to the ground. And he's like, "It's brought us nothing but curse and ruin! That's my boy!" And he's like, "Move out of the way!"
Oh my god.
Starts to try to break his way through the line, Stubborn, to get to you. In response to that roleplay, do you have a response? Or are you going to set off the dynamite?
I shout at my father, "It'll be okay!" And I'm gonna set off the dynamite.
Okay. There is a massive explosion, Stubborn.
Yep.
And that is the last thing you remember. And out of everybody, that brings us back to Innsmouth, with literally one left on the timer. And I have to know, Anaximon, as you're standing in the fountain, whether or not you pick up the lacquered box or not.
No. Not in a million years.
Okay.
I will dissipate up around the sword of the statue in a little spiral of bugs and go up and make a silhouette on the moon. And
Okay.
that's the end of my character.
Awesome. All right. So as that timer ticks down to 1, like you know that explosion is happening, and
Yeah.
as you start to see like that earth kind of upheaval as it starts to go, you start to fade out into white, and the whole world starts to fade. But before you kind of lose sight, you literally see Innsmouth blow into a crater of nothing.
Holy shit.
Shit. I failed to stop it.
Box and all. All right,
The
gang.
thing that I intended myself from the future. I didn't.
So give me 1 moment.
Time travel shenanigans, man.
This is like my 4th playthrough of Chrono Trigger. This is
Still a great game.
like it.
I don't want to be a lizard, I want to be a frog.
Exactly. How can I get so the frog winds up the king?
Sorry, gang. Just bear with me 1 moment.
I can't take this emotional roller coaster.
God, if I could only stay through the cosmos and the multiverse, then I'm sorry, but the only way I could change the outcome of all this.
It's like you look over to Tony Stark and tell him this was the only way.
Now,
Yeah, right?
now I'm guilty of giving up.
All we are is dust in the wind, dude.
Yep.
Follow up to the end game.
All right. So you guys, all you remember seeing is white.
Oh, shit, man. Wow.
Outbound is fucking with us. Oh, shit. This
Are we
is
supposed
what
to
I
end
did. I
there?
deserve this. It's karma.
And as you as a world starts to materialize again, you are suddenly back in hell. And you see your bodies that potentially have dropped where they were in place. And you are all back. But Stubborn, I need a 50-50 roll to know whether or not your timeline ended back in that cave with the explosion.
Oh, shit.
That is
So-
fair.
D6 1 to 3 is bad. 4, 5, 6
Oh my god.
is you are still alive in this timeline.
Fuck.
You know what? To save my dad back in time, it was worth it.
I can't.
Oh no!
Oh!
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Okay.
He blew up.
Yep. So
Shit.
because of the way time works, that explosion had to happen, but Stubborn, you took the blast instead. And that is the end of your timeline. You do not appear here in the present. And so it is as if you are erased from existence. But the strength of the snake men is vastly diminished as a direct result of your sacrifice.
That's true.
That's
Oh,
all.
man. Oh, man. That's
Stubborn.
crazy.
We're all down.
That's really crazy.
Without Stubborn, he was our last chance.
No way, man. You guys
Except-
got this?
Except for Erasmus.
Yeah. The
Everybody
dwarves, they
else
probably
down.
kicked the
Are-
shit
are
out
we
of
all
them.
down?
What's that?
Are we all down? Jaren's well, no, wait, there's clone Jaren. No, I
Yeah.
think we're all down.
No, you guys are all back.
Yeah.
You guys are.
We appeared on the steps again. That's what. This is.
Yes, the warp shell just brought you back, and Jared, you have that sword tucked in your belt,
Nice.
and
Shit, where?
that sword is +3 strength.
Sweet.
On a 15 plus, you roll again.
Hold on. All right. Sword.
It does ultimate damage,
Wow.
and it hits all close targets.
15 plus. Roll again. Ultimate and hits all close. Hits all.
Close targets
Oh my god.
with a single roll.
Oh. 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 It's playtime, y'all.
And that's going to bring us back to Anaximon as you pop back into existence. Set is up here on the dais, and he thinks he has triumphed as he has pulled the warp shell into this timeline without him knowing that indeed the warp shell had one last desperate trick up its sleeve. That being said, you do not have the book. But proceed, Anaximon.
I'd like to imagine that at least in scenarios, I wound up exactly right here. And I'd like to use doorway to teleport to a place I've been.
Okay?
Namely, exactly the spot that Set is standing in. It's, as a matter of fact, like exactly in the very center of the crotch area. That's where I'd like to materialize.
Got it. So you just like...
Is that a doorway spell you could tolerate? Since I suddenly, if I see myself laying there dead and the bugs are scattering, I think I realize the different time permutations. Is that fair?
Yes. So you basically want to reappear literally inside of him and burst out of him.
Yeah, I want to wear Set like a fucking teleport suit.
Yeah. I think you could do that on a hard roll.
Man, that's a 9 motherfucking team.
Yep.
Well, I got an 8.
Yep. Nope. So you are not quite. You do not
But I'll
quite.
stay focused.
Can he have my last hero coin?
Oh shit.
Yes, he can.
There you go.
The hero coin of a dead dwarf.
Oh man.
Just think of me and you'll be inspired.
By all the house parties of Iridrum, I cast this spell.
Grant me this boon.
In the name of Stubborn and all the dwarves and all the short people that have always suffered in my name, I place myself inside your asshole, O Set Snake God. And I am 10,000 strong, if not one, and my robes will be here in a millisecond.
Oh my god. And so he's actually on the glyph that allows him to be harmed. And so sure enough, like you literally burst out from under him, and right when you do, this magic, the magic that was being powered in this place, it ceases.
Dude, you just killed Set.
And the warp shell suddenly shakes free, and it comes to rest literally right in front of you, almost like nudging you with its nose. There on the steps. Holy crap.
Jason just paid his character's life for that shit.
Yes.
Not only that, but I got to save my family's lives.
Yeah,
And
that's
of course,
cool.
as that happens, all of those husks like completely like drop over, and suddenly, like almost like on sands on a breeze, like you see your former selves like literally disappear, and they are gone.
Okay, it's weird seeing yourself disappear like that, like fucking Back to the Future style.
Welcome.
Right?
Welcome to this mindset.
Yeah, just like sand. All right, Jaren, what will you do? And suddenly you notice that the warp shell is free, and you almost feel the sense of calm and relief.
I'm gonna yell up at Naxamon. What in the name of the gods is that?
The next thing, my friend. The next thing.
The next thing. Always with the cryptic responses. Where did it come from?
And Anaximon is just beckoning him.
Nice.
Come.
Okay.
See the next level.
Mara.
I'm moving an RPG, our role-playing conversation amount of distance.
Yep, that's fine. Yep, cool. Yep. Mara.
Yeah, I'm also moving that amount of distance as well, entranced by Anaximon's invitation.
Got it. Awesome. Do you have anything you want to say, Mara? Or are you good?
I'd like to roll an int check to see if I have any idea in the world of what I'm looking at.
Got it.
Okay.
Nice. So, kind of like similar to some of the, the amazing magic that you have recently seen. Suddenly you realize that there's this interplay of magic and maybe technology, and that this thing is the highest form of that. And you were, but sentient, and you were like, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea such a creature could exist."
Okay.
If that's what Set called it.
Okay.
Inar.
I think feeling that calmness, can I feel where that's coming from? Is that coming from this creature that has...
Yes, it is. You for sure no longer feel that torment in your head, almost like it was connected to you before, and it is no longer suffering.
Yeah, Hina's going to come walking up, staring up at this thing. It is alive. Can you feel it? This thing, it lives. It is not evil.
It is alive, Hina. It is our new way.
Oh,
What do we do? Are we going to sit here and stare at it, perhaps make friends over some tea? What do we do?
I would like to take a shot at that. Oh no, you guys don't see it, do you? I've got a ghost dinner jacket on my screen again.
oh, see, that's crazy. So, as you say that, Jaren, like, what do we do? Like, you see almost like this little ramp open up, like almost like beckoning you to walk in. Anaximon?
I'd like to thank Jaren, the Slayer, the Tree Man with the mechanical branch. I'd like to at least nod at Mira, the most deadly of them all. And I'd also like to pour out a little bit of liquor from the man Stubborn, since he can't be here. But I'd like to remove my shirt, my hand-me-down in this timeline, and realize at this moment that Anaximon was actually a very large cluster of tiny insect probes from Hellbound.
No.
Ooh!
I think Hellbound made a humanoid-shaped interdimensional wizard out of microbes as part of the effort to try to contain these timelines that seem to keep under control.
So
Because
awesome.
free will is in such opposition to the controlling of the timelines. I think this whole time I'm actually a tiny cluster of basically drones that have been controlled by Hellbound. Because after playing Hellbound, I know that me and him are the same character. And I think Anaximon was just a cloud of drones deployed from Hellbound.
Okay, you're going to stick to that, right? In terms of continuity
Nice.
of Anaximon.
As far as continuity, that makes perfect sense considering how you guys' characters are in prison currently.
Yep.
Okay.
in the other timeline. So yes,
So you
Yeah.
basically you couldn't help it. You brought warp shell into magic. That's-
Hellbound has a little pod, and it deploys a mass of insects, and it can take the form of almost any character.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah. So basically, what happens in next one is you are absorbed back into Hellbound, and you finally feel complete and at peace for the first time in a long time.
Wow,
Killer.
that's so good.
Darren.
Jaren's going to look back at Hanar and kind of wink at Mara and say, "We're a long way from Gray." And, he's kind of step up the ramp.
Nice. All right. Hinar.
I do not think we should get on this. It is living. We
Come
must.
on, stay now. Don't be a coward.
We must. Send it. It does not belong here.
You know, let's get on board. Let's get on this thing and go home.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Oh,
I
sorry.
cannot.
You can't stay behind in this Helheim. You must come with us. Come home with us, Hinar. We'll find you a soul.
This creature must be sent back to its home. That gate must remain open long enough for it to return. It does not belong here.
Yeah.
It does not belong in its world.
And I think at that moment, Hinar, you hear this voice inside your head that goes, Hinar, please come aboard.
Is that Lord Uden?
And I think the response would be, no, but we have much to discuss.
So he'll start moving forward.
Okay, nice. And so the ramp easily accepts you. Mara.
I step aboard.
Nice. And so this thing starts to take off, starts to move, like it begins to wink into a different time frame. And all of you find a comfortable place. And as you're pulling away to somewhere else, it turns to Hinar and it says, Hinar, I know what you lack. You need your soul restored. And I can give you that, Hinar. But it's your choice. Do you want to remain in this world of doubt and fear and anguish and suffering, but maybe make a difference? Or would you like to have your soul restored and return to the feast? I can take you there. And you know, Hinar, unlike Set's empty promise, this thing means it. Like, you're fairly certain it can do what it says. What will you choose?
Either way, Joe.
My God. As tempting as that is, as much as I can't begin to describe how much I would love that. I cannot. If I am not there to walk the worlds, who will help those others that are suffering, that need something sturdy to lean on? I am that post. I am that wall for them. I cannot accept.
It says, very well, Hinar. But I'm sick of conventions. Therefore, I will choose for you. And if you can imagine Hellbound doing a barrel roll in space, it does, and suddenly, Hinar, you are restored the way you were. Although it takes a little bit of ripping away from that peace and tranquility, you feel your soul re-inhabit your body, and suddenly you are whole once more, and Hellbound speaks to the rest of you and says, so, where do you all want to go? And guys, that is the end of our adventure.
The ace of spades. The ace of spades.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
God damn, that's awesome.
Holy shit!
Fucking Vo. Can I put the word fucking into Bravo? Brav fucking Vo.
Yes, you fucking can. That was amazing.
That was metal. That was great.
DM coin.
Nice. I like those.
Oh man, that was
God.
bad.
Yeah.
That was too much rock for one hand. That was like
I'm afraid if I made the horn sign, it would explode if it really contained the amount of awesomeness you have right now, Alex.
Nice. I was gonna say. Hope you guys like that. That was a lot of fun.
Wow, dude.
That was great.
Wow.
You really did that justice, man. Thank you for that. That was a great session.
The
guys.
token work alone. The black and whites to colors, and then the colors looking on their own.
Yeah. In the
Dead.
past, we were black and white.
Dude, that was so
That interplay. Oh,
fuck.
Oh, that couldn't have worked out any better. I'm like, oh, this is. I can totally Wizard of Oz this.
Man.
yeah.
We saw each other, and I looked up, and everybody was sideways. I was like, "No, wait, there's fuck,
We're standing.
we're fucked." Oh
Right.
no, girl.
You know, and that was not a handout, dude. Like, B had to make that fucking roll
Real
against
choices
Set.
were made. Okay, hero of the day, stubborn saving his dad. Because
Yes.
That was the RP win.
Stubborn
his
was
dad
epic
still-
as fuck.
his father still has that shield. And now he can make his family rise to
It
prominence.
changed everything.
Yep.
He changed everything.
Everything.
Right, but somebody had to die in that explosion. Like it couldn't. Like it had to come
Stubborn
down.
instead of dad.
Yep.
Yeah, that dinner jacket bit to dust, at least.
Fucking
Yep.
epic.
I'd
Yep.
like to think it the other way, that he is the ultimate tank. That he survived that. He survived the tunnel crashing down.
Well,
Because his father still lived, he had no reason to leave his
Oh,
home to go searching for it.
Oh, man.
he was
Yeah,
just busy like building houses.
He had a life of peace.
well, the dust cleared.
He remained a dwarf. He didn't lose the pick. He didn't cast that honor
He had a
aside.
life of peace.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all of it never unfolded.
yep. So,
That-
guys,
that-
Like, dark there for a second, but he kind of brought it back.
well, I thought it was dope as hell, Jason. I'm sorry I killed off your character in a way.
I'm not sorry.
But I feel like that's what made the most sense. It kind of had to happen. It was awesome.
Dude,
Yeah,
I feel
but
like I
you know,
need to mail you
sometimes-
gifts and shit. Like, that was amazing. That was a great experience.
I mean, if these characters didn't die, I mean, if a character is doing 186 damage with a single arrow, it's probably time to retire her anyway.
Well, and the crazy part is you've got a warp shell who, frankly, isn't taking you where it wants to go or where the universe demands. It wanted to know where you guys wanted to go, and so frankly, you've got a time machine. You could go back and save Stubborn, or
You know, this sort of tracks the death of Krell, where you start off in Alfheim, but it segues into Warp Shell. So I guess
there's
that could happen.
Some bigger wars going on. Where
Yeah.
I think it's probably tribunal time, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to wrap up our session here.
well, hey, thank you guys for being amazing players. Like this has been fantastic.
For Alpha.
It's all you, bro. All you.
All you.
You guys made
all
it.
You.
Rolling the
All
credits.
Alex. All
Yep.
Alex.
It was
Yep.
amazing, man.
We shall return, folks.
Nice.
I think that's, I don't know, like you do the hard thing. There it is.
Yep. Nice.
That was awesome.